In this video, I'm going to answer to some questions we are getting on this YouTube channel. Why not CertainTeed? Are they threatening litigation too? We did receive cease and desist letter a couple of months ago. I don't think they're going to do anything with it. As a matter of fact, we're trying to rebuild relationship with the CertainTeed. We think it's a great product, but we decided not to include CertainTeed in the Shingle guide for 2023. Hopefully, they'll come back next year. What are your thoughts on Euroshield rubber roofing? If you watch our Shingle guide for 2023, Euroshield was on top of the list. As a matter of fact, if I would redo my roof today, I probably would go with the Euroshield. So living here in Houston and working for a roofing contractor, why hasn't been a shingle revolution in terms of reflective capability? I think one of the problems why we don't have enough innovation from shingle companies is because there's not enough incentives in the space. Shingle manufacturers cannot produce enough shingles to buy. So simply put, demand is way higher than supply. So what incentive does shingle manufacturer have to invest in revolution or go in a reflective route or any other inventions per se, or even improve their product when everything that they have been making for 30, 40 years, always been selling because it's cheaper than metal and clay and rubber, and demand is so great, they're gonna keep doing what they're doing unless they are threatened by competition. For example, if someone comes in and designs reflective shingle and everybody going to be asking for it and people stop buying asphalt shingles. Now they're sitting on piles of shingles and now they cannot move product. If they produce with no sales, now I think they will have to adapt to the market. But as of now, state of the industry is shingle manufacturers are dominating the industry and they have no incentive to improve. I have received estimates for what I perceive is the same job on the same roof, ranging from $35,000 all the way to $75,000, and it makes me wonder what's going on. Anyone else experience this? Well, first of all, if you are getting estimates, you can send them to us at Directorii.com, and we would love the opportunity to give our opinion what's taking place. I have reviewed estimates in the past for the homeowners. Sometimes you are dealing with bigger companies who are buying in bulk. Sometimes contractors jack up their price because they don't want to work. If they have 6-month build-up backlog, they're not interested in anything tomorrow. Why wouldn't they raise prices? Typical supply and demand situation. And companies who are not busy might be giving you better price. So what I've seen is pretty common in the construction industry is when contractor does not want a job, does not know how to do the job, just slaps the price on it, thinking like, well, if I get it, at least I'm going to make money. But honestly, it should not vary from $35,000 to $75,000. Usually it's within 10-20% between 3-4 estimates. If you have this range, something else is going on and I would like to review it. So you can send it to me. I'm going to put my information below if you want my opinion on those estimates. I am looking at Atlas versus OC. Am I missing something? From what I read, they are rated the same with wind, etc. I was also told they also have the same sure nail stuff, but maybe not a strip that says it. Why did you rate Atlas higher but want OC on your house? Just because it's 2 inches wider. So first of all, I think Atlas and OC are both excellent products. I would install any one of them on my house. Atlas is a couple inches wider. It's a smarter decision for the business owners because they have less waste. As far as nailing zone goes, they both have the same wind warranty, but Owens Corning does have a sure nail, so it is harder to rip. But does it really matter? Because you're not going to be ripping shingles. It's all wind and how it's sealed and entire system. So asphalt shingles, here's my take between these two. The reason I recommended Atlas and ranked them higher, they are heavier, they're true square, overall more consistent product. And I used to install Atlas, I used to install Owens Corning. Both are great products. I would install any one of them on my house. Maybe it's a choice of the contractor. Maybe it's what's available on the market. And maybe it's a price. Maybe it's a color. There's a few other variables why we pick colors, but both products are great. They're not equally the same. I would say Owens Corning does beat Atlas on a sure nail test, so lift test, but in other categories, Atlas is stronger, but overall, they're both great. I take it you no longer consider Malarkey Highlander AR in the top like before. It's supposed to be rated class 3 now. Malarkey Highlander is great, and it's not like they're not on the top anymore. They overpriced themselves, so Vista and other products are great. Why even consider Highlander where it's, I mean, you have to have reasoning to pay higher price. So I think Vista is better than Highlander for majority of people, the way the rating goes, but Highlander is a great product and superior as well. What do you recommend for North Carolina roof prone to algae, mold, mildew, to tree and shade cover? 100% Atlas. If you have a lot of trees and you do see a lot of neighbors with algae on the roofs, definitely go with Atlas 3M protection. They have tons of copper granules in their shingles, and it definitely stands out from the competition when it comes to algae protection. Dimitri, I had a question. You give Atlas credit for less waste, but I thought their coverage was 98 and change versus ICO at 100.05 and Malarkey at 100.33. You just take the length of the shingle times the exposure and numbers of shingles on a square divided by 144. So all three brands are actually true square, included Atlas. It's, you know, if you measure what they actually install, it's actually not just exposure, but also waste factor. And all three are true square. Same question I already answered earlier. I was looking for 2023 shingle guide, but I don't see that posted. I'm looking at Atlas Pinnacle Pristine and Owens Corning Duration. Which one would you pick for your house? Thanks. Again, either product is fine. I would look at the colors. I would let probably my wife decide between the two. I would just give it, hey baby, you know, which color do you want? And maybe I would ask my contractor which one is easier to get and which one he prefers. Sometimes it's a contractor's choice. So don't judge contractor because he is OC guy or Atlas guy. Both brands are fine. You making decision not only on the product, but also on the contractor who is installing them. I would rather pick a stronger contractor with a brand maybe not as good, because I think contractor who is installing it is even more important than the products he's installing. I got quoted for an Atlas Pinnacle roof for $14,800. However, a tough rib metal roof would only be $18,400. Is it better to just go up to the top rib metal? Is $14,800 pretty average cost for Atlas? Thanks for this video, very helpful. I would say this, $14,800 for asphalt shingle roof versus $18,400 for metal roof, no-brainer for me. I am probably going with a metal. Again, you have to consider curb appeal and a few other factors, but the price difference is actually not typical. In most markets, you will pay way more for metals. Again, make sure that it's apples to apples job. Make sure whoever does your metal do all the prep and, you know, do good quality work, because bad metal job is not going to be better than asphalt shingles. So here I would say I would definitely go with metal for this price tag, but $14,800 is pretty average cost for asphalt shingle roof this day, even by Atlas. Those are roofing questions for today. If you have more, comment below. I'll answer them in the next video. Remember, you can always send me your estimates. If you're the homeowner looking to hire a contractor, I will review them, or someone on my team will. And check out Directorii.com. On Directorii.com, you will find all contractors we recommend. Simply put your zip code and trade you're looking to hire. Roofers, siding, gutters, like they're all there, even painting and drywall. We will find a contractor for you, and we don't give bad recommendations. We back every single contractor with a $20,000 guarantee. It's the best listing on the internet, because you're not only browsing contractors and making decision to hire them, but you also have a platform that backs that recommendation. You will not find it with a Better Business Bureau or Home Advisor or any other platform. We put our money behind a recommendation. Check it out. It's Directorii.com. Download free app from the App Store, and I'll see you guys in the next video.